shield the tribe, and shield Noag. Those were Chieftain Narjak's last words to his cub Akrog after a ballista bolt from the tusk hunters pierced right through his chest. Fabled warrior, leader of the Moonkin trolls, last of the mythical firstborn, killed by elven poachers. It was not only Narjak's heart the bolt impaled that day, but also that of the Moonkin tribe, weakened by the terrible blood-rot plague and decimated by the hunters. They had long been struggling for survival. With their mighty chieftain gone, the last ray of hope still shining was Noag, Akrog's younger sibling who had inherited Narjak's legendary power. The chieftain's wish for Akrog to succeed him surprised many kin, but it surprised Akrog most of all. True, he was a strong and honorable warrior, but far from the Moonkin's best. All he had was the peculiar gift to hear the voices of the dead, and an iron will to do right by his sire's last words. Was he ready for this? He could not say. Yet when the tribe demands, a troll must bow. And so Akrog found himself giving his first command as a chieftain to be. The Moonkin would travel to Mugwa's cradle, a shrine guarded by the Bonekin trolls, to perform the devouring, the sacred ritual where the new chieftain consumed the old chieftain's heart to take up his role. This story begins the day the Bruised tribe arrived at the cradle, where Akrog, joined by his mentor Grungwar and his trusted one Zaska, ventured out to find a holy plant for the ritual, Mugwar's Tear. Little did Akrog know that the true trial of the Moonkin trolls had just begun.
Are these the ones?
Magwa's tears, the sacred plants, blessed by the goddess herself.
Pity she always cries in hard-to-reach places. It was a rotten pain to get here.
One blew Akrog to embalm the chieftain's corpse for the devouring. Harm not the others.
All right.
And it is done. The bloom has been plucked.
Back to the cradle, then. Before the big little oaf Noag goes mad with worry, thinking they tumbled off a cliff.
Akrog still thinks they should have taken Noag with them. It would have helped his dark thoughts.
Noag's gloom is the reason it would have been unwise to take him. Give him time to mourn. As the moon blood, and soon the same blood of the chieftain, he knows there will be little of that in the moons to come.
Grungwar speaks true. Let them march back. They have lost too much time already.
Wait, before they leave, Grungwar has an unusual wish. He would like to pluck a bloom for himself.
What for? The devouring?
No. It is... The Moonkin have been running for so long, Chieftain. Grungwar dreams that one day they will find a true home somewhere. A tribe camp to last, so to speak.
Fine. Grungwar can pick it.
Grungwar thanks the chieftain. He...
There, old fur. His precious little bloom.
Zaska should not have done that. The bloom bones are sacred.
Well, Zazka just did, and he still stands here, looking as good as ever. Now, how about they leave this place?
Fine. Back to the cradle, then. Moving now.
Madman's plan from the start.
What?
Is Trusted One all right?
He is. What is this? Closed. Maybe that big stick will help, and it is open. Strange.
Maybe Zarama could learn a thing or two from these ruins.
Brittle bone craftsmanship never brings anything good.
His way. He is going. That way.
It is like the other one, but the stick is missing. Let them look around then.
This works not.
They can mend it somehow.
You will lead the way. Let Akrog see. That should work. What is this? Easy. Let Akrog see. On his way. That way. Bugs, careful! The blood for the tribe! The tribe must survive! They will regret this. Destroy them.
Dead.
What is this? Moving now. Let Akrog see.
The Moonkin cannot go through here.
True. But there is a hex stone. If they can kindle the...
There they are. Trusted One, Nurbak One-Eye. What is he doing here?
Looking for them. The fat Moonkin chieftain was getting worried.
The tears were harder to find than they thought.
Cub Akrog, Nurbak will tell him one more time. The Moonkin should break off the devouring and move on if they stay in this clearing for too long.
The hunters will come for them.
Nerbok, they talked about this. The chieftain must be devoured, so Magua can pass on his power to the chosen chieftain. Narjok would want...
What Narjok would want is for the tribe to survive. But Nerbok has said his piece. It is clear the tribe would rather listen to a fresh tusk cobbling who hears voices in the wind.
Is Nerbok done?
He is. Make no mistake. Nerbok treasured Narjak like he treasures Grungwar. But Narjak was a great chieftain because he put others first. Surely Akrog knows that, after what his sire did for Nerbok and Akrog both.
Akrog knows, Nerbok. But what honor have the trolls left if they let these rotten brittle bones crush even their most sacred traditions? Now, can Nerbok kindle the Hexstone?
He can. Oh, and Zaska Small Tusk?
What?
Nerbok knows the Small Tusk has been scheming. He will keep an eye on him.
Then how will he see where he is going?
What was Nerbok talking about? About Zazka scheming?
Scheming makes it sound very bad. He will tell Trusted One Akrog after the devouring.
Kin should not have secrets from each other, Zaska.
And Grungwar would know all about that, no?
What should he do? He is going.
What is this?
What is Akrog waiting for? They need to bring the tears to the Moonkin.
That bear. Nerbok crushed it?
Nerbok crushed it, but it was already hurt when he came here.
Maybe a Moonkin hunter killed it then.
Or a brittle bone.
Anuk's eyes have scouted the jungle. They say there is no one in sight, neither Brittlebone nor Greenskin.
True. Well, it will be a good meal for the ill and wounded. Nerbok will take it back to the tribe.
A wise idea. Best ask Crumb who needs it most.
Why would Nerbok accuse Zazka of scheming?
Ask him himself. The Small Tusk is standing right there.
And he was about to say the same thing. Akrog, Zazka will tell him after the devouring. Now is not the time.
Fine. Akrog will leave now. Will Nerbok join the devouring?
He will. But there is something else he has to look into first.
Sharp tusks and thick hide, then.
Let Akrog see. For the Moonkin! Destroy them! The blood for the tribe! The tribe must survive!
Something about this jungle always makes Akrog's hide crawl.
The blood drop in the cradle. It is full of Magua's power, making life and plants flourish all around it.
Pity all that power does beak shit to keep the hunters and slavers away.
Is something wrong, Zaska?
No, of course not.
What is this?
By the holy hide, if it is not chosen Chieftain Akrog Blood Hexer. Cabrax was about to ask the bones if something happened to them.
Chieftain Cabrax, Mugwa prays. It is true, finding the tears was harder than they thought. The Brittlebone ruin was swarming with bugs.
Good for the tears, bad for the many Brittlebone treasure hunters who searched them. Ha! Come, show him. Ah, good. Very good. Mugwa will be pleased. Now all they need is a tooth.
A sacred pierce stick. The Moonkin have none of their own.
Oh, of course they do. But the Moonkin will need to shape their own for their sacrifice.
How can they shape a tooth? Grungwar said it. It is a sacred weapon.
Just like how the Moonkin shape their other weapons. All Akrog must do is find a hexed Brittlebone weapon, scrap it, then have the Moonkin Master Scrapper use the parts to shape the tooth.
Where can they find a hexed Brittlebone weapon, though?
Oh, there are many places in this jungle. But Cabrax believes he heard the Moonkin's Master Scrapper, Zaramuk, speak of a Brittlebone hideout up north.
His name is Zeramak. But good, Akrog will speak to him. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Chieftain.
Is that a Moonkin saying? Cabrax likes it. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
All right, to the tribe camp.
They should look for Noag too. Let them hope he has done nothing silly.
They will. That way.
Ah, Chieftain back. Good, good. What he need?
The Moonkin need to craft a tooth. Can Zeramak help with that?
Tooth? For eating?
No. The holy weapon for the devouring. They have the
Salt press
strange.
Or maybe just once a
did
nothing foolish.
Old Fur worries too much. Noag can take care of himself.
Maybe, but he is still the Moonblood, and they must not lose him. They should ask Crumb. Maybe he knows something.
What is this?
There. How feels he now? Better. Speak true, Crumb. Warrior Higrak, he died. The Brittlebone stab stick missed the heart. In a few sundowns, he will walk again. Good. Good. Elder Grungwar, chosen Chieftain Akrog, hunters Aska, Mugwa praise. Crumb is glad to see they are back safely.
Mugwa praise, Shepherd Crumb, kind soul. How are the wounded?
Not well. Nagik and Tap will not live to see the next sundown. Higrak might mend, or he might not.
Might not. But Crumb told him he would be fine.
Sometimes a bit of hope and trust is enough to heal the worst of wounds. What of the devouring? Is it ready?
Almost. The Bonekin need a few more things. Would Crumb know where Little Blood is? Akrog went to his shelter, but he was not there.
Strange. No, Crumb has seen him not. But he was very upset about their sire the whole day. Poor Noag. He still thought Ken lived forever.
He should know better. Little Blood is not that young, and he has seen kin die. Many of them. He should know better. Little Blood is not that young, and he has seen kin die. Many of them.
But not same bloods like Akrog or Narjak. It is a painful lesson every troll must learn.
Every Moonkin is kin, no matter if he is same blood. It should make no difference.
Wise words and true. But they all know how losing a same blood or a trusted one hurts more. There is no shame in these feelings.
Either way, they need to find Little Blood. Has Crom any idea where he went?
No, but he is sure he went not far. They should look in the jungle.
All right. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Crom. What should he do? Moving now. What is this?
Crush!
They here?
Noak, quick.
The blood for the tribe! The tribe must survive! Go squish! They see Noak strong. He make Eric go squish. He do same for Brittlebone, who kill Sire. All them.
As long as he leaves a handful for Zazka.
Zazka get 5. Noak 5T. 50. Why is Noak out here alone? It is dangerous. Maybe for old Grumpf, no for Noak. He's strong. He is, but he's also the Moonblood, and the tribe needs him. Hunter Eric was killed by a wild wyvern just a few sundowns ago. What? Noak not Eric, and tribe like Noak cause he's strong. How he can stay strong if he always hiding in his shelter?
He is right, Grumlar. Noag must be strong on his own, too. There is nothing the Moonkin respect more than a warrior who can crush 5 Brittlebones alone. Just look at Nurbok.
Big blood true! And not just 5. No, I'll crush them all! Every last one! And then they build shelter from their bones and feed their flesh to the Moonkin cubs!
Mugwa septic utters, Noag. Take a deep breath. The hunters are not here.
But will be! And if Noag been stronger last time, Sire would still be here, and
Little Blood, think of a water hide. Every time he gets angry at the hunters, picture pouring a drop of blood into the skin, one after another, until there is so much the hide is about to burst.
Noag.
When the hunters come, make it burst. Anger is good. It gives a warrior power in battle. But it must be Little Blood who controls the anger, not the other way around.
Big Blood right. Noag sorry. He just... It's all right, Noag. They all understand. So we just went out here to show the tribe he is strong and to unleash his anger? No, not only. He needs something from the Eric. It's... how say... guts?
Should Zazka dare to ask why?
It's surprise for Crumple Noag make with Zeramak. Noag can take guts, Big Blood?
Sure, but he will accompany them afterwards. It is better this way.
Wrap them! They go back to Zeramak now?
Soon.
What this? Noag Star. Noag Star. Even the Noag smash them!
Akrog is listening. That way.
Moonblood, he is back. It is true. Grapple! Come on, Krazik. He is strong. He can beat this.
Oh, chosen chieftain. Mugwa praise.
Mugwa praise. Are the beaks well?
Well, most are. How goes the devour?
They are still preparing it.
Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Moonblood, Mugwa prays he's safe. Zeramak no see him since sunup. Where he go? Well, of course, Noag's safe. He Moonblood. He go out in wild and find Aragut and get stronger. Ah, that good. The Moonblood needs be strong.
The Moonkin need to craft a tooth. Can Zeramak help with that?
Tooth? For eating?
No. The holy weapon for the devouring. They have the pointy end, they just need a brittle bone pierce stick with hex power. Caprak said the scrappers found a brittle bone hideout up north.
Ah, the cave, true. It locked, but the scrappers find shiny metal to open it. Here, how it called?
A key. The scrappers went in already?
Not yet, because there are Erics and other creatures. But Chieftain and Grungmore strong. They can squish them. Maybe they take little Moonblood too? He's so strong.
Maybe. Speaking of Little Blood, has Zeramak seen him?
Bit ago he have, but not now. Maybe he sleep in shelter?
Akrog will look. Either way, they will be back with the Brittlebone Pier Stick. Zeramak should stay ready.
He will. Oh, and Slig? Best ask now.
The chosen chieftain might be able to help Slig, if he has time. Just come and talk to him when he can.
Little Blood? You wanted to give Zeramak something?
True. Here, Noag found. It's so sticky. True, could work. Can Chieftain give Zeramak moment? Look, pretty. Like Zeramak.
What is this? A hammer?
Songbone, Zeramak call it. It makes sounds like iron beat cry, but prettier.
They mean music?
Zeramak thinks so.
This is for Crom, then, Noag? What is the occasion?
They see.
All right.
Not here. Going now.
What is this?
Where was Noag? Crum got worried. He makes something for Crumple. Just show him, Noag. He will like it. Here, gift. A song wood. No, a song bone. But how did Noag make this? And why is he giving it to Crum? Zeramak helped Noag make it. And he, Crumple always helped Noag, just like Big Blood, Zaska, and Sire. Noag he want to ask.
Oh, spit it out already. He wants to make Crumb his trusted one, no?
It true. That is very kind of Noag. Crum will gladly be Noag's trusted one. Well, it is settled then. Shepherd Crum kind soul, and Moonblood Noag just struck the bond of trust. Noag, thanks. He will be good trusted one to Crumple.
Come, Little Blood. You can speak with Crumple again later. There is much to do.
His same blood is right. But Crum thanks Noag again. He will start making sounds as soon as he can. If these old fingers allow it, that is. What next? Go there.
Zeramak's prepper Slig Stoutheart. He wanted to speak with Akrog?
It is true, chosen chieftain. Slig knows this is a strange time to be asking him for a favor, but chosen chieftain Akrog has always been happy to help the scrappers before.
He has, it is true. And what sort of help is needed this time?
Oh, the usual. Slig needs to bring back as much scrap as he can, so that he and the master scrapper can keep up with the need for weapons, armor, and all that stuff.
He needs Akrog to carry scrap?
No. Just shield Slig while he finds what they need. He gets so carried away with sorting that he would not even hear Mugwa's cub if it came sneaking up behind him. There is a crumbling brittlebone place southeast of here, where Slig might find some lovely scrap. Chosen Chieftain knows where Slig means.
He knows. He was there not so long ago, looking for Mugwa's tears.
Perfect. So, has the Chosen Chieftain time to help Slig, just like in the good old days?
He has not really the time, but he cannot say no to Slig. What is his plan?
Mugwar prays. The Chosen Chieftain is so kind. Slig will meet Chosen Chieftain Akrog outside the Brittlebone ruins. It will not take Slig long to find out what he needs. Hopefully.
It had better not. Akrog will meet Slig there.
All right. He will see him soon.
You find out.
Bloodburn. That was the name of the hex plague that had caused the rot 600 moons ago. It came from a land far across the water, and its bite was felt by the races in different ways. Elves were barely affected. Brittle bones died slowly. Green skins quickly and brutally. The bloodburn was weaker on Urgath, but it affected its creatures nonetheless. The trolls were left cursed with weak flesh and cubs who died before they could be born.
All right. A tiny pierce stick with hex power, Gabrak said. Let them find it.
And keep their crush sticks ready. Zeramak said there were beasts.
Akrog is ready.
Crush them now. Time to make pay.
You will lead the way.
May not hurt me run. They run from Noog. For the Moonkin.
On his way.
They will regret this. Noog, smash them! Destroy them!
Let Akrog see.
Noog go there? So much shiny things.
Grimoire has any idea who lived here? Hunters?
Nah, They hunt for the shiny things, so they would not leave them here. Maybe robbers, brittlebones who crush and steal.
No! No touching! Fat troll hands don't touch Zipit's gold! No!
Calm, Noag. Just a tiny spirit, Greenskin. It is harmless.
Harmless? Zipit will show the fat brutes harmless. You see these bones, yes? They were two adventurers who starved to death because Zipit kept the magic walls up for 100 years.
The Moonkin care not about the shiny things, but they need something with hex power.
Hex what?
Magic.
Oh, you mean an artifact, yes? Fine. Zipit doesn't want to stay here for 100 years, no. So here's his deal. Zipit gives you one of his artifacts, and the fat brutes hand back his gold. Everybody happy, yes?
What is this artifact they will get in return? They need something strong, with hex power.
It, is strong. Owned by a very powerful pale-skinned mage. Yes.
A hex stick, then. What can it do? Throw fireballs? Raise the dead?
Well, no. Cut potatoes. By itself, floating, yes. Very useful, very strong. And the pale skin loved it.
It should be fine, Akrog. Just a bit of hex power will be enough.
Fine, they have a pact.
Yes, yes! Now give Zipit the gold!
What should he do? What is this?
Oh, beautifuls! Come back to Zipit, yes!
Why Treasure Goblin was dead and still talk, Grumph? No, I'd think Mugwort take dead things to Moonlit River. Nah, only troll kind. The other races have their own ways of finding the Moonlit River. This goblin was undead because his soul was still restless, and he wanted not to...
Just get out of here, okay? This place gives me the creeps.
Big Blood, well? He looked strange.
It is just, he has been hearing things again.
The gift of spirits?
It is true, but this is the second time in a day. Before that, Akrog had not heard a spirit in moons.
Maybe the cradle makes Akrog's gift stronger?
Grungwar thinks not. His own gifts are still the same. It must be something else in this jungle, or just chance.
Well, now is not the time to think. Let them try this key, so they can bring the artifact back to Zeramak.
You're ready.
There, the artifact. All right, now back to the tribe camp to ask Zeramak if this is enough to shape the tooth.
The tribe must survive! The blood for the tribe! Time to make pay! Should be. What this?
For the Moonkin!
You find out. No, I'm gonna look.
They will regret this.
He's going.
Enemies killed a hero. Destroyed. He crushed them now. The blood for the tribe. The tribe must survive. For the Moonkin. Destroyed.
What this? You find out.
What is this?
No, I'm gonna look.
Let Akrog see. All right. Let them bring this to Zeramak. They must complete the devouring before sundown.
It will all work out. Grangwa feels it. Magua smiles upon them.
Wonderful. Then what could go wrong?
Why, Zaska? Why must he always blaspheme? Zaska knows how difficult his role in the tribe is. Wants everyone to shun him.
Wait, Zaska's jokes are why they like him not? He always thought they were just jealous of his pretty face.
Zaska's face no pretty? Or is?
Mugwa's miraculous utters. If only Noag knew. All the does are itching to mate with Zaska.
Zaska is avoiding the question.
No. Zaska is just not in the mood for being questioned by an old ailing troll.
Fine. If Zaska wants to stay an outcast among kin, then so be it. Just say not that Grangwa tried not to help him.
Sure. Pure, holy Elder Grungwar Oldfur only wanted to help.
Zazka can blaspheme all he likes, but he should not disrespect Grungwar. He must apologize, now.
Leave it, Chieftain. Nothing he has said is untrue. Grangwa is old, and Grangwa is ailing.
No true. Grungwar's strong warrior, like Nerbark.
That time is long past. Either way, let them move on.
Akrog is listening.
Chosen Chieftain.
You will lead the way. Akrog is ready.
Lay on her, big blood!
What this?
He moving.
Moving now. On his way. That way.
He find out. Chieftain back? Good. What he need?
Akrog needs Zeramak to shape something. To crush things.
What he need? No, Chieftain back? Good. What he need?
How are the scrap stocks of the Moonkin? Have the scrappers found enough to make up for what the Moonkin lost during the attack?
Zeramak can speak true?
Always.
Then, no, they not made up. Lost many scrappers that day. Nilag, Pengpek, Dookie. Terrible day for the Moonkin. Terrible day.
Terrible day it was.
But they trying. I, Master Anug, say their brittle-boned battlefield up right from cradle. They have many scrap. Zeramak, old hide, he have it still. Here, Chieftain, Mugwa's tooth.
Akrog thanks, Zeramak. To Cabrax, then. Oh, and Zeramak's scrappers can search the cave now. It is safe.